There's been a lot of conversation in social media recently about excessive force in police officers. The most current video that's going around is about an Arizona police officer who basically takes his squad car and runs over a suspect walking the other way, hits him from behind and runs him right over, and then hits a brick wall. And a lot of people, they watch this 1-minute video and all they see is the cop driving, they find the suspect, boom, he runs him over, he guns it, floors it, runs him over. And everyone's saying, oh my God, that's excessive force, that's outrageous, how could he do that? But again, all you know is this 1-minute video. All you know is that you see him run this guy over. You have no idea what's led up to this. So it's kind of like if I was to take a close-up shot of a boxer knocking another boxer unconscious with that final punch, and you went, oh my God, that guy knocked that other guy out. That's so outrageous, that's so brutal. But if you take in context the fact that they're in a boxing match and they've been fighting for the past hour, then it makes a little more sense and it's not outrageous any longer. So what on earth did this guy do leading up to him being run over by this cop? Well, he started off his morning by robbing a 7-Eleven. He then tried to set a church on fire. He then broke into a person's house and attempted to steal their car. He then decided to take a trip to Walmart and by force steal a 30-30 rifle from Walmart. After he stole the 30-30 rifle from Walmart while the police were following him, he pointed the gun at himself and threatened to blow his head off. And then he proceeded to, at some point, fire a shot off in the air. So this has been going on for quite a while. As you watch the video of the police officer driving down the street, there's cops running down the street. There's cops running down the street from the other direction. There's a squad car already there. Basically, the entire police department is trying to close in on this guy at this point. And he's already done all these things ahead of time. So this cop, what he does is the guy's facing away from him, looking at other cops coming at him. He's sitting there going, well, that guy's about to take the rifle and shoot at those cops. So he guns it, floors it, boom, runs the guy over. Hits him, knocks him right over the side of his left driver's side over the hood. Now, the gentleman who he hit survived. Was in the hospital 2 days and then was released and taken to, I guess, a prison or a jail hospital. And I don't know what his current condition is, but he's going to survive and be just fine. Nobody said he's in critical or anything like that. They moved him out of a regular hospital to someplace else. So he's actually going to survive this whole incident after trying to get himself killed by the police, which is pretty much what, at that point, he was trying to have happen. And what was the police officer's alternative? Their alternative and the standard operating procedure in this situation would be to get a bunch of cops with M4 rifles out in front and behind this guy. And as soon as he was not complying and, they'd tell him, drop your gun, and if he aimed it at them, they would shoot him full of holes with high-powered rifles. So that would pretty much guarantee that he'd be dead. And that's standard operating procedure. This cop ran the guy down and he survived. So what looks like the most brutal, horrible thing you've ever seen is actually the best outcome this individual on a crime spree gave the officers to stop the situation. It allowed him to survive and allowed him not to harm any police officers, and he actually survived the incidents. All the other ways that would have ended, he would have been dead. So before you judge them and say they're brutal, realize they took the guy alive by doing this outrageous thing. So, and by the way, once deadly force is allowed, you can use your rifle, your pistol, your shotgun, or your car. It's all on then once that is allowed. So, can they run you over? If you act bad enough, they get authorization, they can run you down.